Hey everybody, and welcome back to Elite Dangerous. We are dangerous, I tell you. Red Moogle can't talk because I haven't linked up to Discord yet. That's fine though. Okay, so here's the plan, Red Moogle. Knowing that you can't actually talk right now. Okay, so the plan is that we're probably, because Shirley Mikey can't make it today. He's very tired. There is a community goal going on where we have to deliver coffee. And as we know, coffee is the nectar of life. Coffee is what keeps Earth spinning. It has nothing to do with money. It has to do with caffeine. Okay? Lovely, lovely caffeine. The thing I'm not using right now because I'm trying desperately to purge my body of caffeine so I can actually reabsorb it and feel good about it. Okay, so we're going to use the Phoenix Voidwalker, the squadron's carrier, to try and deliver as much coffee to the community goal as possible. And through some creative accounting, yes, I said creative accounting, everyone who's part of this and also the carrier will make money. Like lots of money. Assuming it works. It might not. Anyway, we're going to get Kimpone, Mick, and the Anto. And I think that's everyone today. So I'm going to join in to the chat. Ladies and gentlemen, are you there?
Hello.
Hello.
Testing.
Yeah. Everyone's here. Everybody's good. Going live. Like we should. I am seriously on caffeine right now. I need caffeine.
Hey, Unsung.
Hey, Unsung.
Hey, Doomadeus.
Right. Okay. So that is the plan. The plan is that everyone. The plan is to do the community goal and make lots of money. Now, I am currently in the Shadow Reckoning 2. Which is my Imperial cutter. And buying the coffee from Thorn Market, where I am right now, costs about £810,000 credits thing. Selling it at the station where you want to sell it, I'm making over 8 million. So it kind of works. If you gents are on board with this.
I am on board with this.
Okay. We also get paid for actually like doing the jobs and things, so we should make quite a bit of cash. Lovely little cash. So the idea is that I move the carrier to here, and we use the storage space that we recently cleared out on the carrier to fill it up, just by running from the station to the carrier. Just fill up as much as we can, then take it to the place where we're going, and then just shuttle it off to the station. How is everyone with that? Are we okay with that?
Yep.
Works for me.
Excellent. Okay. Would you guys like to make it to Thorn Market in the G space 203-47 major system?
I'm 2 light seconds away.
Excellent. Mick?
Yeah, I'm on my way.
Excellent. This is good. This is good. And if it doesn't work, then we drop down onto the ground and start shooting people.
Yeah.
Okay, let me get the carrier here then. Carrier management.
Doomadeus is busy killing zombies in 7 days and making hat from Monster in Monster Hunter Rise. And he might be addicted to monster energy. And our favourite warship. Hey, boss, you ever think of doing Nebula's Feet Command? It came out like 2 days ago.
I don't even know what that is, bud. Okay, jumping in 15 minutes, so I can show you the trip we will take. But basically, coffee from this station is about 1,250.
Yeah.
actually gone up. Finally. There you go. 961,000 credits to fill up my cargo hold.
Is this station gonna run out of stock?
Shouldn't do. I've done about 5 trips. And it hasn't. But there are 3 stations. And they're all very close together. So close.
Coming into the station now.
Okay, buddy.
Cargo hold at maximum capacity.
It says the supply is 84 now, but the other station should have plenty as well. I've just done Thorn Market pretty much constantly because Red Moogle told me to. And I don't argue with Red Moogle.
That is incorrect.
She's lying. Now you might think that I'm disagreeing with her, therefore I'm arguing with her. I'm not. I'm very not. How was everyone today? Are we good?
Hunky dory.
Excellent. Nice ship. It's not bad, is it? I mean, it's not the right colour.
Need more orange?
Well, it needs a bit of black, to be honest with you, because, let's face it, most of my ships are ridiculously dark and foreboding. Where's my colourings?
Doomadeus never got far in Elite, got overwhelmed. I tried to do too much too fast. Well, Rival has helped a few people sort of guide their first few baby steps in the Elite Dangerous universe. So if you ever wanted to sort of join the squadron, he could do... Him and Hammer could... Oh, that's a beautiful colour. Him and Hammer and the others could sort of help you along if you want to.
We have. Oh, that's nice. That's green. Ugh. Surely and Mikey first got joined in. We got him on his feet and moving along quite happily. So if you want to, bud, we can help you. That's interesting. Although I'm thinking of the tactical graphite. Yes. Very dark. Foreboding. Olive? We could go olive. Or khaki. They don't have a black. I'm upset. Very upset. Might lose my life soon. I go on vacation in 2 weeks and have to redo all my Mass Effect again. It's vital. I can understand that. I'm gonna have to stick with the annoying colour. Anto, how you doing?
I'm in the station.
You're in the station. Have you tried to buy some coffee?
Yep.
And?
I bought the coffee.
How much?
152.
See, it said there was only 88 tons.
Magic coffee.
It lied. Right, the carrier is on its way. So if you want, we can do the run. It's jumping in 10 minutes. So we're going to have to... Okie dokies. Favorite warship, no problem. I'll have a look at it after the stream, bud. So, it's basically standard jumping practice thing. Mick, you still good?
Yeah, I'm still on my way.
You're still on your way, okay. So...
Just picking up the plate 9.
Ah, okay. So it's the Alcor system. The only bad part about this is that you have to go to McDonald's settlement, which is so far away. It's 1,666 light seconds.
1 or 2 carriers.
Yeah, there's 1 or 2 carriers there, but there should be space. We should be able to get in. And quite honestly, you do this, right? Which means I don't need a fuel scoop. Or the Guardian FSD.
There.
Which means extra tonnage.
Doomadeus would like you to stretch.
Okay, so I'm going to where you need it. I've already dropped like 2 loads off. Did the run like 3 or 4 times, but I forgot to sign myself up to the. What?
There was a station selling liquid oxygen 7 light years away.
There you go. We can do liquid
I was just doing
oxygen.
that this morning.
Yeah, we could grab liquid oxygen as well. We can do anything. Whatever we want. We just get Red Moogle to get the prices and do the creative accounting. What? You're an accountant?
You make me sound so dodgy.
No! Not dodgy in the slightest. One thing I love in this game is the launch and docking, and I don't know why. Because it actually makes sense. It does. My docking computer sucks. It tries to crash me into the wall of the station every damn time.
It's piloted by Rihanna.
Right.
Is she in every game?
Pretty much. If it doesn't work, it's Rihanna. Pretty much, Red. Oi. Belatoda, listen up. This is your captain, and this is your ship, and this is your moment. You might think you're scared, but you're not. That isn't fear, that's your sharpness. That's your power. We're belters. The void is foreign to us. The place we go is the place we belong. This is no different. No one has more right to do this, no more prepared. I can't read Belter language. Go through the ring, call it their own, but Belter opened it. That's where we are the belt. Could you just stop, like, the quoting my favourite girl next to Bobby?
Frameshift drive charging.
Drama should not be quoted, okay?
Four, three, two, one.
Rival!
What? It was off camera?
Just!
Alright, dodge the white dwarf exclusion zone. Fly through the white dwarf.
Do it.
No, I'm not flying into the exclusion zone.
Frameshift drive operating beyond safety limits. Frameshift drive.
See, I don't need a fuel scoop to do this run. I can do it without a fuel scoop. The problem being, I can't use the jump boost then.
Yeah, that's a pickle.
That is a pickle.
Frameshift drive charging.
Hello, Heride. What are we talking about now? Oh yes, just remember me of the fuel scoop. Yes. Fuel scoops are nice. We like fuel scoops.
Except when you crash.
We don't crash. See, this one, you don't actually need it.
Frameshift drive operating beyond.
So I just fly through it, because I'm nuts.
Frameshift drive charging.
Who needs scoops when fuel rats are the thing? I'm kind of hoping that I actually am able to go like full-time making streams and videos and things because I really would like to be a fuel rat. I have a ship already.
You shouldn't have to rely on the rats, though.
No, you shouldn't have to rely on the rats, but they are a good thing to have around.
We're giving them jobs.
I mean, when Ghost Giraffe is doing one of those things and they end up having to actually call the fuel rats in the bubble. Remember the first time I did this jump, you arrived so close to the star. Mixture of, yeah, it's like, shh. I can understand that. You should try that in a Type 9. When you're jumping to a place and you can't afford to make a single mistake because you're going to a 9G world to try and land a Type 9 on a 9G world and take off and everything. For no other reason than an entry into your live stream. And so you have to fly this Type 9 for like 90 jumps because its jump range is so pathetically small. And every time you come out of hyperspace, there's a big red ball that's getting very close very quickly. And the turning circle of a Type 9 is around the size of a small planet.
It's a good video, that one.
It was fun. I did land and then take off. Didn't we see like a video of someone in like a DBX claiming they were landing on like a 40G world or something like that?
Something like that.
And they came in at like a 45-degree angle, landed no problems, all this kind of... It's like, it's obviously a bug in the game, buddy, because there's no way you'd be able to do that. But yeah.
Do you want to set up a wing?
I suppose we could. Didn't know whether you wanted... I thought you might want your own space and things.
Oh no, I just like getting in your way when you're trying to get out of the spaceport.
Ah, okay, cool. That makes perfect sense. Oh, Commander Hammer's here. He's not joining us on thing.
Invite him anyway.
I'll invite him anyway. If nothing else, we can, you know, have fun talking to him and making sure that, you know, Mrs. Hammer's keeping a strong armor on him. I mean, she is, obviously. Mrs. Hammer. Maybe we should make her exo.
And has decided to forego shields.
Either that or it's just not updating.
No, I don't have shields in this because the shields take up cargo space.
Well, I am thinking about when we get the carrier here, ripping off my shields and pretty much everything that requires any kind of thing just to have extra cargo space. All the cargo space. Because it could be a laugh. Oh, look, Hammer invited? No, Hammer accepted the invite. He's probably shooting something. That looks totally not dangerous in any way.
Morning.
Morning.
Hey, Dragon.
Hammer's also here.
He is.
Present.
And accounted for?
Not really.
Mrs. Hammer? Little Hammers? Nope. Okay.
They're around somewhere.
They're around somewhere. A noob hammer station, not the pilot. Yeah, that is that's like a just a big thing. I don't know why they have them. Just to have different shaped space stations. Wonder if this game supports VR. I think it'd be very interesting. Dumadeus, it does. It does support VR. I am hoping to get a second graphics card and then fork out for the VR so I can play in VR.
If the graphics cards ever come down in price.
Ever, yes.
properly.
Yeah, of course, yes. Apparently, we're not allowed to take out a mortgage in order for me to have one.
I prefer to have a house.
Landing gear deployed.
That's just...
I know, selfish, but I prefer to have a house.
Alright, Starport Services, going to sell myself some coffee. Alright, so commodity market. Oh, someone wants to send me a message. Coffee.
Okay,
Eco-
so
Alright, give us a second,
In
but
order-
just give me 1 second. Alright, so we bought the coffee for 1,300. I'm selling it for 11,992. Okay, Dragon.
okay, so in order for you, in order for us normal guys, we gotta have 2 graphics cards in order to even think about VR.
No. I need to have 2 graphics cards in order to think about VR. Because I'm playing the game running streaming software that encodes through the graphics card as well. And then trying to use VR as well.
Ah, gotcha.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's what it is. Am I now? Oh, my carrier jump's complete. The carrier has been moved. The carrier is going through kind of shock and awe systems right now due to the fact it's not moved for like a year.
Well, luckily you managed to take most of my cargo running ships with you.
Cool. All right, so that's it. That's all it is. So I'm suggesting we grab everything that we need for these missions and just load them up onto the carrier, jump the carrier here, and then everyone just hauls it off to this station. Is everyone okay with that? Because the carrier has got about 10,000
Yeah.
tons worth of space.
Yeah, I think I got my Type 9 on the carrier, so
I did not mean
as
to
soon as I
launch.
get there, I'll...
Sod it. I'll go back to the station. I can do it there. Yeah, you got your Type 9 there, everybody.
Yep. Haven't flown that baby in a bit.
Honestly, neither have I. But mine's parked with my other lady right now, so...
So, you boys should make 9,500-ish profit from each ton of coffee, and the Voidwalker will make 1,200.
There you go.
That's all right.
That's basically the
I mean,
idea.
profit's profit, so I'm not going to argue.
Are you sure?
Uh-oh.
Okay. What's that? No. 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 Where the hell's our carrier parked? There it is, right at the edge of the system. It's a bit of a meat, but you know, it'll do. Okay. Not yet. I'm gonna, yeah. What else do we need? Yeah. I will set up the commodity markets.
Emergency power cells, geological equipment, and liquid oxygen.
Okay, manage market. Yeah, we should have practically nothing on it. Actually, we've got a lot more capacity than I thought. We've got like 14,000 tons.
Think
15,000.
people went to tidy it up, didn't they?
Yeah. Yeah. All right, so first things first. Coffee.
Hello, lightning bug.
Trade. We will buy it. All right, so the galactic average is 14.99.
Okay.
I can drop it as far as 75 credits. That's at 5%. We said 10. All right, so if I say 5,000 units.
Oh, yeah.
Lightning Bug, thank you very much for the follow. Okay, so 5,000 units of coffee. Yeah?
Still not enough.
It's not enough.
Coffee for you.
Oh, I know. But... Okay, what else? Liquid oxygen. No, okay, it's got to be liquid oxygen. There you go. Okay, so we're doing it at 10% again. Yeah?
Yep.
Don't worry about this, guys. You're going to get a lot of money out of this. 154.
See you later, warship. Warship.
Bye-bye, warship. Another 5,000 there. Okay. What else?
Geological equipment.
Anything else?
Emergency power cells.
Okay. I've got enough for one more. Enough space for one more. Otherwise, I have to drop everything down to 4,000. I can do it.
Average on both of them.
Cancel. Okay. Was it power cells and geological equipment? Geological equipment, galactic average 1,800. Say 1,900. Power cells.
2368.
Oh, 2368. Where's that? Oh, there you go. Emergency power cells. There you go. Yeah.
I would go with the geological.
Okay. So we're going for E. $5,000 of this. Okay, so the basic idea is we buy the stuff from wherever we can get it and sell it to the Void Walker. You get it sold to the Void Walker at 10% of what you bought it for. Then we jump, you buy it off the Void Walker for full galactic average price,
Frameshift charge detected.
and then sell it to the community goal for the prices they're buying it at, which is normally about 10 times as much.
Yeah.
So the Voidwalker makes money, but the player makes money as well.
Yeah.
That's how we're going to run it, guys. Okay?
Sounds good to me. And on top of that, if you got a Type 9 with full cargo loadout,
Yeah, I'm working on that with this, with my Imperial Cutter as well. So,
all right, let's settle the debate. Which one's better for cargo runs, the Imperial Cutter or the Type 9?
Type 9.
Okay.
It's simple. How much is the Type 9? Allow me to answer that for you. 93 million. How much is an Imperial Cutter? 150 odd million.
Plus imp grind.
Yeah, plus imp grind, right? Now, they will sit there and they will tell you that an Imperial Cutter, yeah, but it can carry like 900 tons. Yes, it carries 2 tons extra than a base Type 9. But if you want that cargo to get where you're going without losing, I don't know, your hull to pirates, you have to put on a decent sized shield generator, which cuts down your cargo capacity significantly compared to a Type 9. The only reason I'm flying this is because my Type 9 is stationed elsewhere for a particular job.
Frameshift drive charging.
Hell, I could buy a Type 9.
You could. You're a billionaire.
Multi-billionaire.
You haven't got Bezos money.
No. And no rank grind. Exactly, Hera. Type 9 is superior ship. It just doesn't look as pretty. And can't have the vaunted 10,000 megajoules of pure shield.
See you later, Doomadoo.
Take care, Doomadeus.
If you're kitted out for cargo runs, you wouldn't be getting 10,000 shield
Exactly.
anyway.
Exactly. But hey.
If you already own the cutter and the Type 9,
Mm-hmm.
the cutter does fly a little better.
Oh, absolutely.
It can turn.
It can turn faster than a planet. Come on, buddy. Alright. So, we're going to need to know where we can get liquid oxygen and geological equipment, Red.
Yes.
Type 9 looks like it's meant to work. The Type 9 is known as the Space Cow. It's beautiful. I love my Type 9. It's called the Shadow Dwarf. Rush 2112 Gamer, how you doing, bud? Thank you for joining us.
Cargo variants of the cutter are required to be painted red and named Santa Sleigh.
That's hilarious.
The thing with the cutter is it just looks so stupid. It's got these spindly little legs. And it's very phallus shaped. I love the cutter. Pirate pilots just laugh after submitting their boost of FPS off. Yes. Although, I'm only flying it right now for a cargo run. For this, whatchamacallit, community challenge, goal, thing. Otherwise, I would be flying the MF Blackwatch. I may as well sell all my other combat ships.
You might want to keep one for Thargoids.
Yeah, that's parked elsewhere for Thargoids. But the rest of them, I mean, I've got like the Vulture and things. I just don't use them. Working on finishing the Corvette. Nice. Still need to get the FSD, etc. with 840 hours in. I really need to move my Corvette here. I'm proud of my Corvette.
Docking confirmed. Power down your engines. Station facilities are...
Right, I need to strip out some stuff that I'm not going to need.
Is Thorn Market where we buy the coffee?
It is. There's also a place apparently 7 light years away that we can get liquid oxygen.
Once we strip this place of coffee, we'll
Yes.
head there.
Exactly.
It's 7 light years away from Alcor, so we wouldn't need a carrier for that.
Cabana also has coffee.
There you go. Do. Okay, not gonna eat these shield boosters. I'll keep the point defense. I will store that. I'll keep the docking computer. I'll keep the docking computer.
Probably a good idea.
This thing? You're damn right. I am going to take all the weapons off, though. I don't have shields, so... All my turreted weapons are no longer necessary.
I kept mine just in case.
Well, I'm not going to be running shields on this thing, so...
No shields and no weapons.
Oh, yeah.
Interesting.
Don't even think about it.
Check Discord chat.
Don't even think about it, otherwise I'll promote your wife to XO.
Oh no, I'm just wondering why you'd completely go defenseless.
Because I'm going to be running to and from straight lines. And I can outmaneuver a interdiction on this thing.
Fair enough. I still like to punch interdictions in the face if I can.
Ah,
It is fun.
I can't deny that, but...
I'm basically keeping a couple fighters and weapons on my Type 9 just in case someone tries to interdict me, but I'm probably gonna leave the fighter behind when I'm trying to run away.
Okay, there's only 116 tons of coffee here. And nothing else.
Okay, moving out.
Yeah. We'll let them make some more coffee first. But there is other stations and things here, so... Cabana Market. Here I come. Lol, I only got 2 ships at the moment. I have 17.
I have 6. No, 4, I think. I can't remember.
I did sell a bunch.
So we're going to Cabana Market for coffee.
Coffee, yeah, we're gonna get some coffee. Lovely, lovely coffee.
I got 640 tons of cargo ready to be used, so...
Hammer in his Imperial cutter, like me. Just going out the doorway. Cargo space. I have a notoriety of 1. When the hell did that happen?
What did
you
you do?
I don't know.
Notoriety?
Yep, 792 tons. $792 tons worth of cargo space.
Almost enough.
Yeah. I don't know what I did, but apparently I've got notoriety or cuddly toys or... Again!
Station is by authorization only, Commander. Exit this facility immediately.
They must not like you.
They just don't like me. I don't understand why. I'm lovable.
He is.
Totally innocent.
Red Moogle may be a little biased on this.
I am.
I don't have any shields. How can they be offline?
Oh, now you are flying dangerous.
What do you mean?
You're running a shieldless Type 9, right?
No, I'm running a shieldless cutter.
Still just as dangerous.
Hey, you're talking to the guy who, when he was doing the Colonia speed run, hooked up his Anaconda with a hull that was held together by spit, duct tape, and hope, and still ran with no shields. And you were having trouble believing that as well.
No, I watched
I was
you.
getting interdicted.
Anto.
Hey.
I wasn't going to say anything. I was hoping no one would notice.
Oh, I'm fine. I think that's the same guy who keeps internet to me every single run I do.
Really?
Yeah.
Do we have the buy orders and prices set for the other commodities on the walker?
Yep.
Very good.
5,000 tons of each.
Colonia, Romeo Alpha Sierra. Station services are on standby.
I'm running to Tillian for geological equipment.
Copy that.
Authorization cleared.
Going Cabana, see what coffee's there. If not, then I go pretty much anywhere else because Red's going to find me places to get everything.
Oh,
already have.
yeah.
Ooh, Laser Dragon is now... Laser Dragon 14 is now following.
A
that's
family
my sister.
dragon.
That's my sister.
Hello, Dragon Sister.
Hi again.
Do you speak Valerian? Just wondering.
Or draconic.
Or Draconic. Hello.
Probably draconic.
Private service Herahide.
Yeah, we're flying private service for when we're doing things like this, mate. I've got the private service set up, so when people want to join, yeah, you can fly in open if you like. Got no problem with that. But if you kind of want to be available for people in the squadron to fly with you and things like that, but at the same time, you don't want to be ganked every 5 seconds. Private servers are always active, so you can just jump on. And I pretty much fly exclusively on the private server anyway, so it's fun.
Same.
Yeah, that way we don't run
Have a
into
solo.
pirates.
You're a solo, are you, Mick?
Solid contact.
Sometimes I'm farming commodities because it's easier to log on than keep going into the server.
Yeah. I can understand that. Alright, commodities markets.
All right, giant planet going through the mail slot.
I've only got 557. I can't even fill up my freaking cargo hold. And they also have nothing else.
Wait, so Cabana Market is a bust?
Yeah, they've only got 557 tons of coffee here. Nothing else. Red, where am I going?
That'll fill up most of my cargo.
Go for it, take it. Corica.
Yeah, there's 3 stations.
Alright, I'll go Corica then. Yeah, I am gonna get. Come on, click on it. Do I not have anything? I don't think I have any detail on that. No, I have nothing. Oh, buy the exploration data, sod it.
I got the coffee. Is there anything else while we're here?
Not really, bud. See what you can pick up. We've got liquid O2 and geological equipment. I don't think there's anything else there. You could try the other station in that system, see if you can fill out your coffee inventory, and then just run to the Void Walker.
I heard that.
But it's all about just filling the Void Walker up right now. Not that we're going to fill it
Does
up.
the Market have coffee?
I believe the whole system produces coffee.
Should do.
Oh, good.
No, one is a tourist station. I don't think that will produce coffee.
Detach confirmed. Regulate speed until outside the exclusion zone.
Maybe not.
It was Thorn and Cabana on my list.
Yeah.
Well, I'm trying to look at Thorn, so...
Well, I'm looking at the rear end of a Type 9.
Hi.
That'd be your Type 9, would it?
Yeah, I need to give this Type 9 a paint job so people can identify it.
So what, you're going to put burn markings all over it?
No, I was going to paint it blue.
And then
Did
put burn markings all over it, right?
Uh-huh.
You finally got that one, Laser Dragon.
Oh, she's going to eat this up.
Siblings do that.
Yeah, I know.
Oh, look at that. Sunrise there.
Frameshift drive charging.
I speak mess with the mighty language. Nice. Coffee. Yes, Mrs. Hammer, we want coffee. Unfortunately, these stations are useless and don't sell enough. They only want 5,000 tons of coffee.
And so far, we only got 500.
Yeah, and that's like an hour's worth for me.
Just an hour?
Pretty much.
I've already got 700 tons on the carrier.
Well, like I say, just kind of stack it up as much as we can. Got enough space for 5,000 tons, and I can increase that if we need to. Mighty can only do burn markings because he can't drive anything without wrecking it. I wasn't going to say anything. I was. But
Who said that?
Laser
I can only
Dragon,
think of.
Your little sis.
who's rapidly becoming our favourite person.
Now I am not surprised. Yeah, once I figure out who, I'm being interdicted.
I need coffee. I'm the reason Hammer drinks coffee. You're rapidly becoming our favourite person, Mrs. Hammer.
They can't both be.
Yes, they can. For different reasons.
Well, she's mine.
Good.
Kind of glad. So many kids.
All right, someone tried to interdict the Type 9 and failed to do so.
That's just sad.
They regularly do with me.
It's like,
0 pips to engines.
yes. Tell Mighty that I hear something. Okay. Mighty.
No.
She hears
Don't
something.
Don't finish it.
Finish it. Finish it. Finish it now. Tell Mighty I hear something.
Do it.
Do it. Do it. Do it. It's the world's smallest violin.
Maya, Romeo, Alpha, Sierra, you're clear for approach.
All right.
Why did you finish it?
Okay, Commander. You are
I'm reading what's on the screen. I have to do this so that people who are watching this live stream after the fact, when it's now uploaded to YouTube, like all my live streams are, and I haven't forgotten to do any at all, know why I'm saying things. I have to read out the comments. He doesn't believe me.
No, I totally 100% believe you. It's just. Why?
So, babe, I have a question that's actually serious.
Okay.
So, because we're using Federation stations, does that get guys' Fed rep up?
Yes.
That's good then.
It's the same as when you do like courier runs and things like that. If you take the job and complete the job, if you take the job off a Federation station, you complete the job, you get Fed rep because you did something for them. If you deliver that job to a Federation station or to a federal person at the other end, you get rep from them as well because you did the job that actually benefited them. Messing with Mighty is fun, what can I say?
embark when ready. Station facilities are at
I can appreciate that. Come,
Bible has a big sis that he does the same with them.
I do not. Oh, liquid oxygen, 313,000 tons in supply.
That'll do.
Galactic
I bought
average
the
is
system-
810.
I just bought the system out of coffee.
Cool.
Cargo hold at maximum capacity.
Oh, I haven't heard that phrase said in a French accent for too long. Cargo hold in maximum capacity. I can't even say it in a French accent.
I ain't gonna do it.
No, because it just reminds us of bunnies. To the Void Walker!
Does Ride Gateway have coffee?
That's meant to be the
Okay.
whatchamacallit one.
Taurus.
Taurus one. You can check it, but I don't know, buddy.
Oh, I just went to check it just in case, make sure nothing but bio waste.
Poop, everybody. They have nothing but poop.
Fertilizer.
No, poop. It's bio waste. They actually have fertilizer as an option. So it's actually poop.
It's a little further away, but there's liquid oxygen to be had in the Sol system at the Daedalus station.
Hmm?
There's 131,000 tons available.
Well,
So-
where I am now
Should be good.
is one jump away, and it's they've got like I think it was 500,000. I said
300,000.
300,000 here. It's
Really?
6.92 light years.
Kuricha.
Okay, I'll go there.
And I docked at
Shira.
yeah, Shira Dock, the first station you can. There's like three other stations here as well, so you might be able to get more there if we can. Hell, if we just drop off liquid oxygen there, I'll be quite happy. I'll move the freaking station. Move the carrier here.
Hammer, the system is in the Discord if you want it.
4, 3, 2, 1. Engage.
So we can get like
Got it. I just went to the system, the stations in Tillian, and their geological equipment was sold out. I got 94 tons between two stations.
well, there's over 300,000 here. We could just move the carrier to here and then just fill it with liquid oxygen.
That could work.
We
Okay.
might also be able to get coffee here as well. I'm checking the station.
Okay.
You know, I'm kind of surprised that the 1 ton of coffee is just 1,499 credits.
Yep.
I'm kind of surprised it ain't quite a bit more.
With that much liquid oxygen there, might not be a bad idea just get everyone shuttling oxygen to the Voidwalker. We could fill up the cargo hold completely. Got 3 ships that are shifting 700 tons a time.
True, it's down to you. I found another for geo equipment,
Hold on to
which
that.
I've put in the Discord.
You put it in Discord, okay. Alright, so who's got what right now?
I'm 3/4 with coffee. I'm about to drop off at the walk.
Right?
578 tons of coffee.
I'm checking
Heading
how
to
much
the
coffee is in
Walker.
the station.
Alright. But looks like the state. Thanks. Looks like the station we're on, the system we're in at the moment, is not got a lot in there. Kind of sucks. Come on.
It could be worse.
Well, yeah, but if we can pick up 1 or 2 things that are in the same system, then why not? Yes, I held a
Right.
conversation while losing my interdiction. Be impressed.
Because you're cool.
Yeah. The only way I could be cooler is if I had a cigar in my mouth and shades on.
I'm gonna.
You where? Eh?
Just thinking.
Oh, that's what that sound is. Yes, Laser Dragon, you can use that one.
Oh no. Why?
Alright, Mendeleev Gateway in the Kuricha system
Yep.
has 57,000.
Tons of coffee.
Coffee yet.
We're moving the Void Walker. We'll get coffee and liquid oxygen. We'll get rid of geo equipment. No one's got geo equipment, have they?
I've got 94 tons.
All right, well,
But that's it.
yeah, well, I'll leave 94 tons on the request form then. So you can drop that off, bud. We'll get...
Well, either that or you can just shut it down and I'll just sell it directly. And so you don't have to bother with the walker.
Yeah, if you've got other stuff on board, then you could still keep going on your round trip. That's all. Up to you, buddy.
Okay, just 94 tons on the walker then.
Yeah. Okay. Mighty's thinking gears need to warm up, and that's what the sound was. I have to hear it every day for about an hour after Mighty wakes up. Mighty Dragon, I'm really sorry.
Yeah.
I am, I'm sorry.
For some reason.
What, you don't believe me?
No. I don't want to give them more ammunition.
2 Type 9s parked on the deck.
Yep, one of them's mine.
The other's mine.
So yours must be the grey one, Mighty Dragon, because they've got this lovely crimson one. That's got to be McD.
Yep.
You know what? I'm gonna see if I can do a paint job.
You should be able to. Frontier, the carrier kind of, you know, and it's a squadron carrier, I get that, but it pretty much, it's my name on the lease and everything, or the deed. Is there any chance you could, like, not have the carrier talk to me like I'm a random person?
Please.
They bloody better be at my disposal. I pay your wages.
They could, but that will introduce 3 new bugs and a new snake connection issue.
That's very true. It would. All right. Okay, so liquid oxygen. Yeah, you see, I'm going to get a loss on this of 406,000 credits, but I will get such a big pickup when I sell it onto the actual thing. All right, so what was it? 96 tons you wanted, bud?
94.
94, okay.
That's all I'm holding.
Copy that. Okay, gents. Liquid oxygen and coffee from system. $94 tons requested. Commodity trading. I'm going to increase liquid oxygen. Maximum stock of 6,000. Then if we need to increase it by any more, we can.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, Jero, 1969. Thank you very much for the follow. Coffee to 6,000 as well. You know what? Sod it. Liquid oxygen, take up the rest. Alright. We're literally full. The only thing we could have after that is tritium if anyone wants to find any. Open galaxy map. Alright, can I get somewhere close to the station? Corica 3. Alright. Carrier's jumping to Corica 3, which is the station we need to be next to.
So that's how you pronounce it.
Yeah.
Maybe.
Possibly.
In
Thing
all
is,
likelihood.
Carrier is not jumping for another 15 minutes, so we can still do runs to it. Why did I do that? Red, why did I do that?
Don't know.
Why did you do that?
That's not about it. She has no idea what I'm talking about.
I'm doing clip.
She's doing clips. She's very clippy.
Don't call me Clee.
There's probably a story behind it, which I don't probably want to know.
I don't want to be named after that pain in the beep paperclip that was on Word.
Oh, that thing. Yeah, I don't think anyone liked him.
Let's go get some more stuff. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Best of luck, Commander.
Engage. Need to take this to an administration place anyway.
So you can remove your bounty?
No, I'm going to a different station. No, I'm thinking of the Voidwalker. There's several surfaces on it that we don't use.
Ah.
So get them removed. Because it's just costing money to keep them on. There's no point. We need the party market, we need the shipyard, we need outfitting, technically.
Is there a way you can put a, whoa, what's it called?
But
What's that service to get your fines and bounties removed?
Oh, instead of factions?
Oh, yeah. Is there a way to get that on there?
No.
Nope, that's system tied.
There you go.
That has to be independent and low security, I
Yeah.
think.
Something like that.
I know.
You're not what?
Oh, it's just my brother saying he needs coffee.
Yeah. So do I, other dragon. So many dragons.
I know, lots and lots of dragons.
Hmm?
Kutumaya, Romeo, Alpha, Sierra. We're happy to have you, Commander. Priority access will be granted upon request. Unable, Commander. You are too far away.
Dock me!
Acknowledged, Commander.
Dock
Clear
me!
for assistant docking.
Red,
Yes, Rival.
is it the Super Bowl today?
Technically tomorrow for us,
Hmm.
but yes,
Are we all ready for the Super Bowl?
we are.
Do we have chocolate
We do.
and cola flavored drinks
Yes.
and ice cream?
Uh-huh.
Isn't kickoff at the end of this stream?
Yeah.
Maybe half hour after the end. Possibly.
I
Taking the
think
day
I know
off?
what you two are doing.
Yeah. We may have stayed up extra late past Red Moogle's pumpkin time to make sure that we could watch the game tonight. Just hoping it's a good game. Really am. Because if it's not...
If it's not, I'm gonna get Rovers on game. He's playing Dying Light 2.
Maybe not. I might play MechWarrior Online. Or I might play Elite Dangerous and clear off the Voidwalker. You don't know. You don't know at all. Yeah, it's going to be Dying Light 2, isn't it?
We all knew it.
Touchdown sequence complete.
Hey, I've got to level 4 on weapon tiers.
All checked in, Commander. Enjoy your visit.
Don't die, Red.
Cargo hold at maximum capacity.
Not gonna. See you later, Bug.
Bye, buddy. Ugh. Ew, why has it gone to realistic mode? Ew, that sucks. Yeah, it's horrible. Pilot, no. Oh, yeah, go back to that. Thanks. Ugh, gross. Like realistic stars. Ugh. Alright, let's get this load back. Liquid oxygen. I joined this. I'm bug on here.
Dispatch is good. Regulate speed until outside the
I'm glad you're enjoying it, buddy. Take care of yourself.
What he's saying is on the Discord,
Yes,
so we can put the squadron details on later.
we can. And by we mean Red Moogle.
I don't know them.
Yes, you do. Commander McD, exiting in a most non-standard fashion.
Crashing into the ship?
No, no, no. On an angle. Total on an angle.
My docking computer decided to try and drive through Hammer.
That's not good.
Well, thank goodness you admitted it first, because I thought my docking computer was trying to drive through you.
That could have been more. I thought I'd get us out of the way.
Fly, my pretty. Fly like the wind. Well, the spaceship.
How much longer until the walker jumps?
I'm probably thinking about 10 minutes.
6 minutes,
Okay,
30
I got-
seconds.
6 minutes, 30 seconds.
Okay, I got plenty of time then. Unless I somehow or another fly past it again.
That's entirely
And
possible.
into a star.
Yeah, jumping in 6 minutes. I think what I'm going to do is dock and then just go, yeah, that's it.
That's what I'm doing.
Hoping to get there on time.
If I do, then you'll be fine, Mick, because you're a little bit ahead of me.
Well, it looks like to me that I'm ahead of most of y'all.
But I am, according to the distance thing, 700 light seconds out, so I should be fine. Mighty would normally crash every time, right?
When's the cutoff for landing?
5 minutes before.
Somebody flew past
Oh
me.
no! Mick just got interdicted.
Oh no!
And I just overshot because Mick got interdicted.
I overshot as well, so I had the throttle off, so
I'm trying to be careful so I don't overshoot it again.
I just did. Come on. I'm going to get there and they're going to say, no. Which means I can't watch it just jump out, I suppose.
Well, I just got the docking request granted. I didn't crash into it this time.
Dropping in.
not again.
Oh no!
Did you just get interdicted again?
I think that's the third time in 3 minutes.
What are you carrying? Platinum?
Oxygen.
Okay, I've got docking request accepted.
How much time is that?
3 minutes jumping. It's jumping in 3 minutes, so I will literally land and then the ship will jump.
Landing gear deployed.
Docking took too long. Permission removed.
You're literally right above the landing pad.
Yep. Docking took too long,
know!
permission removed. Yeah, so they've removed the whole docking. You just have to move away, mate. Carrier services have been suspended.
Well,
I
at least
just-
we
I just
can watch
watched-
it go.
Oh,
Use type 9, do the 180, and then just stop.
Can we watch it jump?
yes, that's what the whole point we're going to do.
Okay.
That was the whole point, right? If we make it, great. If we don't, we will watch it jump. Because we can't do
Well-
anything. We're all loaded.
I'll see you guys there.
Bite me. Right, it's just locked all the landing pads.
2 minutes.
Now, what you should see is the hyperspace cloud, apparently. And it travels into the hyperspace cloud.
That's cool.
That's assuming it doesn't just kick us out. because it sometimes does that.
That's Frontier.
We'll figure it out as we go.
I would like to point out this carrier has done more traveling in the last hour and a half than it has done in the last year.
Yeah.
But hey, it is home.
1 minute 30.
So you're going to give us the countdown from 10, are you?
I might as well. I have a timer on my screen.
The thing is, once they get the next patch up, which apparently it's going to be the next one, you'll be able to view this from the bridge.
That would be so sweet.
Actually inside. Oh, and there's a special chair as the owner
1 minute.
that I get to sit in.
That's cool.
Powering the FSD.
Yep.
Oh, it's not going to be a cheap chair. It's going to be a nice chair.
Mm-hmm. But there's an entire viewing gallery just in front of the bridge where you guys can sit down and experience it. We will be doing that. "30 seconds. Oh, I might as well do that after it's jumped.
Attention. Counting down. 5, 4, 3, 2,
Here we go.
1.
And there it goes.
And that's it.
That's cool.
That is cool. Oh, yeah, it's just jumped, so carrier jump complete. Open galaxy map.
Exiting out.
And it should be there waiting for me to lock as my next target. There it is. All right.
Okay, I'm not seeing it on the galaxy map.
Right, I'm fully in there.
Oh, I've just locked a...
Cannot comply.
Oh, my landing gear's deployed, apparently.
Landing gear retracted. Frameshift drive charging. Ready to engage.
Well, that was interesting. Weren't expecting that, were we? Well, at least we don't have to do as much running around now.
Yeah, your carrier is on the opposite side of the planet than the station is, so you are going to have to go around the planet.
That's fair enough. It's better than jumping everywhere. of snacks and a drink. Cool. Oh,
Is
probably.
there a way to refresh the? Oh dear.
What?
Is there a way to refresh the galaxy map so I can find my ships again?
What do you mean find your ships again?
I know they were on the carrier, but I have no idea where the carrier is.
Just jump into the Cockerus system, mate.
That's where I am.
Yeah, the carrier should be selectable around Cockerus 3.
Could be second one in the list.
Found it.
Someone's attacking me?
Someone said that he was surprised that I got this far in a cargo hauler. I'm pretty sure he knows what I got, but at the same time, I got some guns.
Well,
So does the walker.
yeah. And the walker is indestructible in the game. And can destroy everything else.
Including Thargoids.
Pretty much. The whole point is they didn't want people ganking next to a carrier or trying to destroy a carrier to kind of bankrupt someone. So they made them indestructible. And with enough firepower that no ship that you could build can actually stand up to one.
Go home, auto dock, you're drunk.
So many people trying to dock on this ship. I don't think we've had this many people docking on the ship at one time, ever.
Don't worry, I'm about to add one more.
Alright, let's drop off this liquid oxygen and go and get up some more. Can you take it, please? Thanks. We're 0.11 light seconds away from the station.
Talk about premium parking. I am being shot at.
Yep. I can see you being shot at. Just get close to the carrier.
Oh, I am getting close to the carrier.
They'll break off.
And oh, they did break off. They didn't even penetrate the shields. I didn't know I was being followed.
Hey, look, you're being followed. I'm laughing so hard because that little hammers are watching Cinderella. Right as your carrier left, the movie hit midnight and Cinderella had to leave. Please come back. Oh, is that seriously just happened, Hammer?
That's adorable.
It is. That is adorable. Okay.
Land on pad 39er. You are go for automated docking. Enjoy the ride, Commander.
All right, so at Sicaria Dock, we're going after.
Coffee and liquid oxygen.
Got it. Want me to buy a little bit of both, or focus on one?
Just focus on one, bud. There's 50,000 coffee and like 300,000 liquid oxygen, so...
The coffee's
Okay,
in a different station.
Most definitely will load up on the coffee. Because, you know, I'm not addicted to coffee.
Neither am I. That's all.
Sure about that?
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Addiction
lying?
implies there's the ability to function separate from coffee. We are coffee.
Yeah. Okay, landing spot 39. Come on, get me down.
Landing gear deployed.
Come on. Starport services.
Touchdown sequence
Commodities
complete.
markets.
Power activations. Welcome to the station, Commander.
Yeah, I'm not seeing coffee on here.
It's in a different station.
Oh, is it in a different station, is it? Okay.
Okay, so
Liquid oxygen.
liquid oxygen at Sicaria Dock. Got it?
Yep. And we'll go to the other station to get coffee later. Assuming we don't just decide just to grab more liquid oxygen. And just go, yeah, it's not the coffee.
You know, the likelihood of that is quite low.
Yes. And then we park the carrier there and people can offload for the community challenge because it's 3 days.
Landing gear retracted.
Docking clamps retracted. You may leave when ready.
Yeah. Either that or by the end of the stream, I could, hopefully by the morning, unload everything.
True.
Because, you know, I work nights.
Thanks for the reminder. Had to sign up.
For the community goal.
Yeah, Alcor. Yeah.
Yeah.
Would have been rather silly delivering stuff and not getting credit for it.
Yeah. Well, I've done like 3 loads, and I'm already. And I've already got like top 75% type thing. So it seems like only a few people are actually doing like loads.
I think people stopped once they got past tier 2.
Yeah.
4, 3, 2, 1. Engage.
Like, I think the Colonia one is even worse, so only had like 400 people do it.
Yeah, well, it's Colonia. It's all the way out there, isn't it?
Yeah.
Watch out, Hammer. Here I come.
Battle of the brainless autopilots. Bonk.
You didn't actually hit each other, did you?
Yeah, my autopilot dropped down on top of him.
Oh, of course it did.
Developers, fix.
They'll add 4 bugs in doing so.
I love the fact we're also convinced that they'll do a good job. I mean, we know they won't because they won't even give me a job, but you know. Feel free to relax. Your docking computer is in control. Words that make me feel relaxed. None of those.
Most definitely not. All right, I don't know.
Thanks, Red.
Yeah, that ship needs to move, but because there's a planet coming through the mail slot. Oh wait, never mind. 2 planets.
Yeah, I like these dark chocolate ones. They're really nice.
Deployed.
So we're shipping iced coffee. Well, yes.
Highly flammable liquid iced coffee.
Indeed.
Still coffee.
There's still coffee though.
Landing successful. Commence shutdown. What can we do for you, Commander?
Docking computer, you can't draw a direct line to the pad through the ship.
Oh, yes, you can. Watch.
Gear retracted. Ship released. Restrict speed until a carrier is far behind you.
I just got finished cleaning out the lower decks.
Finally finished got cleaning out the lower decks. Fairly sure I told you to do that 6 months ago.
I do it all the time. I don't know who keeps setting off firecrackers in the dumpsters.
Mikey.
Mikey.
No, he's busy brewing.
Yeah.
Speed restrictions have been lifted. We'll see you soon.
Yes, 19 stills I've removed so far that keep suddenly reappearing at different parts of the ship.
I like fireworks.
Okay, so it's Communications Officer Moogle who's doing that.
To the left, docking computer. Thank you.
Come on, baby. Here we go. This is pretty much why we got this carrier,
Yep.
to do things like this.
And mining.
And mining, yeah.
Maya, Romeo Alpha Sierra, you're clear for approach, Commander. Submit a request and enjoy your stay. Okay, Commander, proceed to landing pad 2-5. You are go for automated docking. Enjoy the
Oh,
ride,
yes.
Commander.
There it is. I'm pretty sure I didn't make orbits around it by accident.
You sure?
Absolutely sure. I'm not sure going to try to embarrass myself in front of 50 or 60 people, including my sister.
I would like to point out that that's very kind of you to think that 50 or 60 people are watching my stream at the moment. It's 19, but you know, not that popular yet. I'm kind of working on it. So close. Just have to get to 75 average. I'll get all streams. Then partner. I'm starting to load things up to the YouTube channel again, though. People have noticed.
Indeed, I have.
Docking confirmed. You may disembark when ready. For all captains, Commander. Enjoy your visit.
Don't know why I went completely around the commodities market there. No idea why.
Cargo hold at maximum capacity.
Okay. More stuff on board.
Who's departing from the station in the orange Type 9?
Not me.
I know it's not you.
I'm departing in a red one.
Oh, now, okay. You'll be seeing a blue one come in front of your screen in just a second. All right, docking computer, the landing pad's right there. Come on.
No!
Uh, there we go.
Sorry, guys.
What?
Our docking computers are all arguing with each other, so we're staring at each other.
Oh, no need to yell! I'm very sorry.
Oh, she's just having a mood.
You can have your dad back in a minute. Well, an hour.
No. Mom said go to the bathroom before you go play outside.
Oh,
That's the reaction.
but I don't want to. I can appreciate that. I don't like going to the bathroom before I do what I want to do as well. Okay.
You're old enough to know better.
Yeah. Okay, I am not touching my controls until the docking computer says, yes, you're okay to do stuff now. Because every time I do in this ship, you're infracting. Stop it, or we'll shoot you. See, Unsung's communicating with the child?
Scan detected.
I speak baby.
Yes. No, bow ties are cool. And you really should call her mummy, not milk thing.
Frameshift drive charging.
Oh boy.
4, 3, 2.
Go! Or take your time going to Super Cruise, that's also fine.
Yeah,
God.
take your time.
Jeez.
It's not like we got, infinite amounts of it.
Hey, Wolven.
Hey, Wolven. stopping in between rounds of MWO. I can understand that.
I can understand that too. My sister's been quiet. Has she actually said anything?
Not in a while. We were worried, but you know, we figure she needs to take a break from all the pound, like you know, brotherly sisterly pounding she gives you constantly.
I'm pretty sure it's to give me a break.
No. I have a sister.
Oh, yeah, you're right.
Yeah, I have a sister. It's nothing to do with like being nice to you.
Yeah, it never really is.
It's like more kind of chilling, you know. Okay, got to build up to the next inevitable insult. Gotta make it a good one. How are we doing on stuff actually? Because I'm dropping off 792 tons at a time.
Who's that in front of me?
Me.
Hi.
You're the third ship to pass through that while I've been sitting here.
You're welcome.
I love it when it does that.
Don't run into me!
That was a close one.
Okay. Oh wow.
Wow, what?
There's only 216 demand on liquid oxygen now.
That's why I went for coffee.
That's why you went for coffee, is it? Okay. Who's got liquid oxygen on board?
I'm about to load up on it.
I have
Unless
a
we need
full tank.
explosives.
You got a full tank of liquid oxygen?
Yeah, like 650 odd tons.
Right. Red.
I've
Need calculations.
152.
I'm about to pick up another 640.
Right. So, I've got 216 tons of capacity on the Void Walker. Mighty Dragon's got 640 tons on board. Hammer, how much you got?
656.
656. Anto, are you getting coffee?
I have 152 tons of liquid oxygen
152.
right now.
That's all oxygen. So I need to know how much I need to increase the liquid oxygen capacity.
440 for me, and then whatever Mighty Dragon and
640 for me, so we're looking at least 1,000 tons right there.
And then what's...
How much do I have to increase this by?
152 from 1080 is 1232.
1032. So I need another 1,000.
32.
So another 1,232 tons capacity, right? Okay. This went a lot better than I was expecting.
All right, auto launch computer, what are you doing? The mail slot's right there. Go through it.
No. Right, so if I take... Take that down to 3,500 for now. Liquid oxygen. Okay, so I need this 1232 plus 260.
Not 1232 was with that 216.
Was
so
it? Okay. 1232.
So you're
Yeah.
looking at...
No,
You're
it's
basically
fine.
looking at 1450.
Yeah, I just need to put this to 1232 then. That's all. That's cool. All right, it's 1,232 units worth of space for liquid
It was
oxygen,
1,232 more than the 216 that you already had.
which is why I asked her to add 216 to it.
Okay.
If you leave 724 on the coffee, just put everything else under the liquid oxygen.
Well, you guys are getting coffee, though, aren't you?
That's why I said leave 724. Unless Anne was going to put some as well.
Not with this run. There's not that much difference between the two of them. So we could just switch to full liquid oxygen.
We could, yeah. You guys just want to go full liquid?
I'm good with that, but it doesn't really matter.
Okay. So how much coffee do I need to leave?
724.
724. Okay. If you need me to adjust this when you get back, just let me know.
Roger.
And I'll max out liquid oxygen then. Alright, we've got another 3,892 units worth of space.
Coffee is only 200 credits. Here.
How much is liquid oxygen? I forgot.
I don't know.
Moogle.
Hang on.
Thank you.
Oh, look, there's a couple of ships just flying around. We've got Mighty Dragon over there and Hammer flying above.
Oxygen dragon.
Oxygen.
Can't wait to walk around
Again.
inside that.
Poor Mick.
Hey, look, an Imperial cutter right there on the deck.
Yeah. Oh, look, a Type 9. If only I had a way to, I don't know, make the Type 9 pilot fearful of the power I hold. Oh, right. Laser Dragon. Insult him.
Why? Why would you call upon the power of my sister to insult me?
Because I can.
So dragon. Average sell is 1456. Average buy is 736.
Okay. So we can pick up coffee for about. Did I hear 200? We can pick up oxygen for about 156. Is that what I'm getting?
736 for oxygen.
Oh, that's not too bad. I was worried about that. We don't have as much problem as I thought. Cool. Okay, so we're good for liquid oxygen?
Yeah.
Alright, let's keep this rolling then, because I've just been sat here for a while.
Ship released. Restrict speed until a carrier is far behind you.
Anto, have you taken damage?
You didn't fly into a sun, did you?
Doesn't exist. It's not bug.
I'm about to say, you shouldn't have flown into a sun. We haven't done any jumping.
No, we didn't fly into anything.
Did the Goran buffer panel just fly off my ship?
We don't get some extra flow to the intakes, this landing is going to happen pretty definitely. Well, pretty interesting.
Fine interest.
Oh god, we're all going to die.
My people.
Yes. I miss Wash.
Hang on. I'm going to put something in Discord.
Oh no. What did my sister do?
Your sister hasn't done anything.
Yet.
It's always that yet part that scares me.
God, I just realised what she's taking a picture of. Of course, yes, Red, of course. That makes perfect sense now. I didn't think of that. Oh, God. I am Wash.
Oh no, what evil idea has she put in your head?
No, it's not that.
That scares me.
Colonia, Romeo Alpha Sierra, you're clear for approach, Commander. Submit a request and enjoy your stay. Okay, Commander, please land on pad 17. You are go for
You are
object
so
dock.
clever.
Enjoy the ride, Commander.
Oh.
Nebulous Fleet Commander. Okay, I've got that for a warship. I'll take a look into that afterwards. Yes, rival is Wash. I do. I have like dinosaurs on my desk here. I have dinosaurs.
Nothing wrong with that.
I'm going to eat you. Oh no! Don't eat me! Ah!
Inevitable betrayal.
Yeah. Oh god. I'm not as good looking though. Sorry.
I'm not Zoe. Sorry.
I accept your apology on that one. I was always my arcadey guy anyway. She's adorable, just like you.
Better with engines.
Much better with engines than you, yes, darling.
Touchdown sequence complete. You may disembark when ready. Welcome to the station, Commander.
Cargo hold at maximum capacity.
Okay. I mean, don't get me wrong. Once we've got the Voidwalker cargo bay full, I am going to be flying this back to the Voidwalker to jump it to the station we need to go to.
What station's that?
Well, we've got to take this to where we can sell it for ridiculous amounts of profit, which is for this community goal. You have signed up for the community goal, right?
Where do I need to do that at?
Any station.
Mission
Gotcha.
board.
Go to the mission board and there's an option for community goals.
I'll do that right quick, just as soon as I load up on some coffee.
All right. Load up on coffee.
That's what we switched to, right?
No.
Never mind, I bought the coffee.
No, we're getting liquid oxygen, buddy.
Alright.
We are a Mickey Mouse operation, aren't we?
He's had problems with his TPS reports for years.
Was that Mrs. Hammer laughing so hard she started coughing?
That's it exactly.
Sorry.
My bad.
To some people, liquid oxygen is coffee.
Those people have a problem much more than I do.
And lots of people go to Starbucks just to pay $5 for a single cup of coffee.
Yeah, I know. I never understood that, to be honest with you.
Tell them about the filter coffee.
Oh, God, do I have to tell them the filter coffee one?
You don't have to, but it's fun.
Many years ago, when I was young and you were even younger, I worked for a charity. And we had a facilities manager who used to take care of all the meetings. So when we had trustees and things come in, that's got to be Anto. Yep. Anyway, so back to the story. So this one meeting for all these trustees comes up, and the facilities manager was off sick. So the finance director, who would never listen to anybody about anything, he was always right, end of story, thought he could make the coffee no problem. Now, the filtered coffee that we were having came in sachets, and you basically only put half a sachet in. Otherwise, well, you're only supposed to put half a sachet in. He didn't. He put the whole thing in, and then made, like any coffee machine, got one above, one below, 2 big pots of coffee. It's great. People would have a single cup and not even finish the cup, just throw it away. It was that strong. Being a finance person, he was like, no, we're not wasting this. We'll offer it to the staff.
Oh no.
I drank both pots. With everyone going, God, that's strong. I can't have that. Nothing wrong with it. Right. Fast forward, half an hour later.
Oh no.
I was talking so much and so fast. My manager, Sally, one of my best managers I've ever had, actually came over to my desk, sat down in the chair that I had so people could talk to me when I was working and stuff like that, and went, Rival, it's not what she called me, but I'm not going to give you my real name. Rival, can you do me a favour? Sure, what do you need? Yeah, anything at all. Go home. What? Have I done something wrong? What's going on? I've done something wrong. Tell me what it is. I can fix it. Just give me a chance. I don't need... No. You've had way too much coffee. No, it was strong, but it was okay. I'm fine. Just like, just go home, come back tomorrow, everything will be fine. I got to about 3 hours later, Red,
About that.
and then went, Red, I'm going to bed. It was, what, 4 in the afternoon?
About that.
And I slept through to the next day.
He was a leaf on the wind.
Oh, yeah, watch how I soared into the ground. I was such a caffeine high. It was hilarious. Looking back on it, it was hilarious. All right, we've got a space for 1,500 liquid oxygen on board.
Well, I'm hauling in 724 now.
All right, well, I'm going back for another load because I may as well carry it with me. Who else has got a load on already?
I'm about parked at the station to pick some more up.
Same here. I just hit the pad. So, are we ready to fly?
I will be as well.
Well,
What? Autopilot! You're supposed to avoid obstacles.
well, I'm going to come back and get another load because you can fly with a load on board in your hold. And we may as well take as much as we can. Anto, you going for another load?
Yeah.
So if everyone goes, we fill up as much as we can, go back and fill up your cargo holds.
Okay, so I'll wait at the walker after I get there with this one.
Well, you've got 1,500, so you can probably drop that off and then get back out to the station and grab another load.
When you get to the station, Robin, do you want to start the jump process so we don't have to wait a full 15 minutes at the
Yep.
carrier?
Yeah, I'll do that as soon as I drop into the orbit of the station. And that way, everybody should have enough time to grab some, get parked up, and then we jump. Cool?
Cool. I'm right behind Hammer.
That's not bad,
Is-
though.
His smoke trail is very unique.
Yeah, it's red.
Yep.
They don't do black smoke trails. I'm really upset with that.
There's a reason why they don't do black smoke trails.
I know, but I want to do black smoke trails because then it matches my soul.
No, it matches a black watch.
Which is as black as my soul. No? No one gonna go? Okay.
That, and it also matches the color of space.
Rival, you got a soul? I know! It surprises so many people when I tell them.
It doesn't surprise me
Romeo Alpha Sierra, you're clear for approach, Commander.
much.
Who'd you steal it from?
Who'd you steal it from? Millhouse.
17. You are go for automated docking.
Rival, no one wants...
That was awesome.
Thank you. Rival, nobody wants to sniff your soul.
By the way, it's mine. No one can have it.
No, that's my heart, sweetie. You're getting the two mixed up again.
Dang it.
Space for 776 left on the carrier.
776. Okay, so basically, whoever drops off the next load will probably near enough fill it up.
That'll probably be Hammer. I'm right behind him.
You sacrifice hearts and suck souls. Never forget that. Alion, nice one. Nice one. And then we start dropping this off at the next stop. And everyone should get a lot of profit off of this. You could be looking at like 8 million a drop.
Nice.
I did not mean to launch.
You're all checked in, Commander. Enjoy your visit.
It's fine. It's fine.
Amber, is everything okay with your autopilot?
No, it's struggling with this thing with a full cargo capacity. It just it moves like, well, a small moon.
So does mine. Alright, I've got to get out of the station, then come back in. Because I was a numpty.
I'm down. I'm going in. Wait
I'm
for the
down.
jump.
Access granted. You are go for approach to pad 02.
Alright, setting the carrier for jump.
Clear for assisted docking.
Okay, so we are going to there. Give me a system map. I'll try and get as close to the Nope, can't jump there. Okay.
Has my sister said anything on the chat?
Not that I can see.
Funny about you screaming earlier.
Like a little girl. Oh, okay. Alright, I'm just going to go for anywhere in the system. Because wherever I choose is not coming up. No, there's no free slots in system at all.
How about the one next to it?
Yeah, that's what I'm going for. There's one that's just a small jump away.
There's a system right next to it that has liquid oxygen.
What's the name of the system?
I'm not gonna get it now.
Is it Alioth? Alioth?
No. It's like an SFL or whatever.
Alright, I'm going Alioth because that should be a quick jump for us. Or Miser. Yeah, okay, I'm going for Miser system. Assuming I can get the system of data, I can't. Is it Fassi?
Also, some of us might be able to jump to Elliot because that's the Alliance thing.
Wow, they have blocked this entire system. Not a valid carriage destination. Permit locked. Okay.
Well, I could jump 32 light years if we need to.
That lid.
Excuse me, 24.
All right, I'm going Mizar system. It's literally next door. Like a light year away.
Yeah. That also sells liquid oxygen.
Mm.
Just not a lot.
Yeah, we're taking a lot.
And our community goal is at the Alcor system.
It is.
Cargo hold at maximum capacity.
Got it.
I am launching.
Clear the landing pad. You are go for departure.
Well, I'm gonna stay in the carriers.
Yeah,
that way.
I will as well, because although I have the jump range to do it, it will take me like 6 jumps. So by the time I get there, carrier will have already done the jump.
Trespass alert. This is a restricted facility, Commander. Leave the station confines or you will be removed by...
I've already done that. Why do you keep... Forget it.
Frameshift drive charging.
What?
4, 3, 2.
Don't know why they don't like it.
I don't think they like this ship. They're a Federation station. This is an Imperial ship. You know, if the MF Blackwatch was doing that, they'd be like, yeah, but that's cool. Breaking the rules. Yeah, but look at the way it's breaking them.
You're breaking the rules with style.
Yeah. Plus, it's a Federal Corvette. You really want to pee it off?
What are they going to do?
Fine you.
Give you a firm finger wag. Don't do it again. Naughty. Looking good while doing it. Oh, no. Laser Dragon, I fully concur with that. But I'm gonna.
No, what'd she say?
I'm gonna let Red Moogle read that one out.
Oh no, what'd she say?
I think you guys should force Mighty to paint his ship pink and call it the Pink Fluffy Unicorn.
No.
Do it.
Why not?
Just a flat no.
Is this a flat Tuesday language no? Or just a flat no? Because it does make a difference.
Just a flat no.
Okay, how about this then? Alion suggests the mighty fluffy unicorn.
Do it.
No.
And I would just like to point out there's lots of people putting in the do it. And they're using their channel points to say do it.
No. Absolutely not.
But only if it's pink.
Do it.
I will not spend good money on a paint job that I'm only going to use once, or if I lose a bet.
So how much would it be for the pink?
Find out.
I'm just wondering.
What?
I'm just wondering whether I should buy him the arc points just to get him to do it.
Might be a plan.
Yeah.
Yeah, if you buy him it, then he has to do it.
Yeah. It's written into the squadron bylaws.
Buy everyone pink.
Yeah, we can all have pink ships.
Why?
Well, basically,
why.
because you're so against it. And I'm down.
Solid approach.
Okay,
Cameron is
rival.
too close.
If you're gonna do this, let's just say the next time we manage to get together a stream, the first thing we're gonna do is we're gonna go to Solaris 7.
Mm-hmm.
You get your Marauder, I get my Black Knight, and we have a little scuff to figure out if we're actually gonna freaking do this.
Do what?
Paint our ships pink.
I'm
I will
confused.
fight for it.
I'm confused. Why would I get into a fight with you in a game I've only just started playing when you obviously have experience in it?
Okay, fine. I'll use my Centurion, and you can use your Marauder.
That still doesn't sound like a fair fight. Why don't we just settle this like men in Elite Dangerous? I'll bring my Federal Corvette, you bring yours.
I got a feeling that I'm going to lose and lose bad.
And you have pink lasers.
Possibly.
Might be a compromise.
Might be a compromise. Night
The
skiing.
engines
Yes,
break
of course you can
Colonia at the
desperately
back.
you can desperately ask questions. Ask questions away, my friend. Ask questions. No, we don't want to ban Hammer. He's the XO. I'm sorry, that joke will never get old. But yes, night skiing, please do ask questions. Do you guys have a good understanding of building ships? Yes. Yes, we do. So, if you have any questions on building ships, by all means ask. Looking for builds. What's the ship for? What are you going to use the ship
Small,
for?
medium, or large.
Yep. You know, you would give us details. Oh, and tips on what ships. Okay.
There is a pink paint scheme for 'em.
There is there? Excellent.
No.
You need a PvE ship. Okay. So you're looking for PvE. What kind of monetary amounts have you got to work with? How long have you been playing the game? You've got 1 billion. Nice. We'll leave the Federal Corvette out of the rankings then, because you'll need more than that.
Yeah.
Python?
Python's
Honestly.
good, yeah. Yeah, Python's good for PvE. If you're
Or
looking...
you could do an Anaconda.
You could do a Conda build. Combat Conda is a damn good idea. I would probably... It depends. If you want to do like bounty hunting, then there's a couple of ships that would probably be better for kind of short-term, quick monetary gains. Got a Clipper, you got a Python, got a Conda, and an Asp. Okay, Asp. Leave that out for PvE.
Asp Explorer or Asp Scout?
No, we only have
Nobody spends money on a
an Asp.
scout.
No one spends money on an Asp Scout, mate.
Good.
Okay. Only Asp is a build. Okay. The Asp is a good explorer. Damn good explorer.
And a decent starting miner.
Yep. It's good for material collection as well. It's a good one. Okay, so Python is good for if you want to set that up as a going into resource extraction zones and doing bounty hunting that way. It's got enough cargo capacity you can pick up materials after you've destroyed ships and things like that. Clipper, I use my Clipper for things like this. Basically cargo runs. You can also kit it out to be a very good miner. Very good miner. Are you looking to go... I only interested... The Python. Python has a Guardian power plant and engineer distributor. Cool. So you've definitely got some experience in the game. 1 billion credits and you've got Guardian tech. You have the Guardian FSD booster.
That is a must on all ships.
That is literally a must on all ships. And if you don't have it and you don't know how to get it, give us a call. We'll help.
Yeah, we know exactly how to get it.
We'll help you. Got all the Guardian stuff playing since 2015. All right, in which case you've got everything you need, so you can basically go whichever way you want. If you want to stick with the ships you've got, Python will make a good combat build for bounty hunting, as would the Anaconda. You could convert the Anaconda into the Jumperconda, so you've got it for exploration. I have one that's literally for exploration.
Same here.
Clipper. Clipper's good for combat trading. And it's also really good for mining as well.
Ready for pure PvE?
5 minutes.
Fer-de-Lance is an awful lot of money. It's better for PvP.
Okay.
Or if you really, really kid it out, it can be good for PvP.
Yeah.
But you gotta know what you're doing.
Mm-hmm. But PvE, you may as well stick with the Python.
What's the ship builder website?
Oh, Coriolis. You could use Coriolis. That's a good way to put things together. Let me grab the link to it. Coriolis is a thing that I use whenever I'm building a new ship.
Oh yeah, we can go on there and theorize and...
You've got this lovely website which has all the different bits and pieces for all the different ships. And I use it all the time. I know the guys use it all the time as well. It has all the ships in there, all the modules, and you can throw together crazy designs.
And get to see the price tag before you actually press the purchase button.
Yeah, you do. I know the problem is in the engineering, I lost all the building. Yeah. Use Coriolis, because it takes into consideration all that stuff.
Yeah, you can basically engineer your ships before you even start it.
And there's a few bits and pieces you can use off that to find out what kind of materials you'll need in order to make that ship engineering-wise feasible. Don't get engineering. It's a lot more simple now. Okay, we're jumping soon. It is a lot simpler now. It used to be extremely complicated, not going to argue that. But now it's a lot simpler.
Oh yeah, and if you're engineering a ship, don't forget your fuel scoop.
Rather don't understand the mechanics of what does what. It's fair enough. You don't have to use it. You don't have to use it at all. But Coriolis will allow you to play around with different builds of what you want. So if you want to take your Python and see what it can do when it's a miner, what it can do as a trader, what it can do as a combat ship, you can do that and save the different builds so you know what you want to do. But if you don't want to do the engineering mechanics, completely understand that. But check out Coriolis. Really do. If you do 2 tier 2 lasers and a tier 3 multis, is that a good build? Basically, if you're ever trying to do anything, you want to just go straight for tier 5 on everything.
I think he might be referring to classes there because of the Python. It's a 2 medium and 2 large.
Oh, so you mean size? Okay, fair enough. I'll do 2 class 2 lasers and 3 class 3 multis. Is that a good build? see. So that's
If
the
you're not doing
size.
engineering, I'd switch the two.
Yeah.
If you're doing engineering, you can mess with the multi-cannons to do thermal damage and corrosive to the hull so that you're augmenting what your lasers do.
Yeah, and your lasers you can give them long range so that they do damage over up to 6 kilometers at full
6
power.
kilometers, full damage.
Yeah.
Long range is sweet.
I've got it on my Federal Corvette. I've got 1 large, 2 medium beam lasers. They do damage up to 5.5 kilometers.
And thermal venting.
And thermal venting, so when I'm shooting at them, my ship is getting
30
cold.
seconds.
Shame no one posts meta builds. If you want to kind of ask questions and things like that, Red Moogle's going to put a link to the Discord in there.
Already have.
There you go. Go to the Discord. Join it. There's an Elite Dangerous channel. Just put any questions you've got. The guys are more than happy to answer.
Counting down. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Oh, we're jumping.
Might be an interesting way to go with the stream. If you did an Elite Dangerous one but took a page out of Deadlock and did Fleet Dynamics, but you spent time in Coriolis
Yeah.
assembling the ship you already have in Elite and then jump to Elite and show it off.
I can do that. Tell you what, we'll do that next week. We'll do that next week.
Because then everybody learns how to use that tool and then gets to see the end results.
We can set that up for next week. There you go. I mean, I'm off all week, so I've got the time to set it all up for all the different ships. So there you go. Night skiing. Come back next Sunday. I'll run you through my entire fleet. All the different builds of what I've got. Sound like a plan? Okay. We've moved. Come on, let me in.
So I'm not the only one that can't see my own cursor.
Yeah, it's alright. Give it a second. Alright, setting my destination. Because we've got to jump to the next system. It's Alcor we're going to.
Ah, there it is.
Go to McDonald's settlement.
You need a set of buy orders on the carrier.
Of course I do.
Now it needs a set of sell orders.
I
I
might.
also put in the Discord purchasing locations from Alcor.
I don't know why I did that. Purchasing locations.
Yeah, so what commodity was closest to Alcor?
In case people want to go.
Alright.
Keep-
Cool. Okay. Sorry, I got that now. Alright, sell order. Alright, we're selling at 100% price. Don't worry, you'll get that and way more back when you sell at the station. Where's my coffee?
Is anyone else not seeing a station in Alcor when they pull up their galaxy map?
No, I saw it. I've set a route to it.
Second star.
It's down the bottom.
Well, I probably haven't been to the system yet, so
All I see are fleet carriers.
There is one there.
It's Alcor B2.
filter the everything but the stations out.
You're on the system map, yeah?
Correct.
It's orbiting Alcor B2.
When I open the system map for Alcor, all I see is 2 stars. I
Oh,
don't see
have you
planets at
have
all.
you been there before?
Not that I'm aware of, no.
Right, you need to jump in and discovery scan it then.
Yeah, bugger. All right.
It's only about 1900 light seconds out once you've done that, bud. So there you go, night skiing. Next week we'll go through all my ships, all my builds. All right, we'll hopefully give you an idea of the different things you can do. All right.
Go for launch. Restrict speed until a carrier is far behind you.
Frameshift charge detected. Frameshift drive charging.
Okay, now we stop selling stuff. Check my Twitch ranking, Red. Okay.
You have now departed the no-fire zone. Best of luck, Commander.
3, 2, 1.
Hey,
You know, out of all the names they chose for this settlement, why McDonald?
it's normally the person who first built. Like when they build the station, it's the first person who kind of ran it or something like that. Or yeah, lots of other things they do with it. But yeah, we're 8th, Red.
Thought you were higher. Sorry.
Ah, it's all right.
You're 3 according to me.
I was saying 8th on mine. Let me refresh. Yep, we are 3rd.
Yay!
We're 1 behind someone else, but hey, we're not doing bad.
Nah.
Okay. Right, is everyone signed up to the...
I will sign myself up once I get there.
Right, before you sell your stuff.
Before I sell my stuff. Got
Otherwise, it doesn't count. You'll get lots of
Blasted.
money for it, but it won't count towards the thing. Okay, come on. Let's do the under and over.
That was close.
What was
And-
close?
Let's just say that the station had these 2 little long spindles on it, and I almost ran into one the moment I jumped in.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, it is a weird... Mick, did you just get interdicted again?
Yeah.
They don't like him today.
They really don't, do they?
So do I need to sell my stuff to the carrier or to the station?
You just sell it to the station.
Okay. So kind of ignore the other thing right there.
Yeah, just dock with the station, accept the thing.
Got it.
I think it's the same one that keeps interdicting me as well.
Just built a multi. I can't read that right now because I'm going to crash into the station if I try.
Wait, you're in the station.
Just dropping in now.
I'm about to go through the mail slot.
All right, we'll expect you to crash then.
It's on autopilot.
We'll definitely expect you to crash then. Just built a multi FAS for little conflict zone fun. All overcharged / incendiary with one little corrosion that chews up power plants. Nice. That does sound a little evil. I normally, when I'm doing my conflict zones, I normally take the MF Blackwatch, which is 1 large, 2 medium beam lasers with long range and thermal venting, 2 huge multi-cannons and 2 small multi-cannons. Huge, and one of the smalls are auto loads with oversized, and this other small multi-cannon is corrosive shell. So once I punch through their shields, we then start lowering their armor rating, so we do extra damage. So much fun. And I have my fighter bay.
Wow.
What?
640 oxygen.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, yeah.
Sells at 11,792 credits per unit.
I
And that's
told
7 million
you.
profit one trip.
I told you. Both we and the carrier would make a profit off this run.
Yep.
Thank you for the follow there, night skiing. Appreciate it. But yeah, that's why I wanted to bring the carrier in, because carrier makes money. But we make so much more. So much more.
Landing successful. Notifying ground crew.
You did,
Is it?
you did sign up to the thing, didn't you?
Yes.
8.8 million. Feels so good. Community goals. Still in the top 10%. Top 75%, which is fine. Might do a load for tritium, to be honest with you. Because...
Landing gear retracted.
Running low.
No, it's just we've only got like 100 and something odd tons on board. I don't know why I didn't just pick the Void Walker and say do that instead. That would be so much easier. Oh,
Why am I waiting in queue?
yeah, me too.
I just left, so
I'm also
Incoming.
waiting in queue.
Oh, come on.
Oh, I'm going straight underneath hammer. I just hit hammer. Don't know why. I was completely fine in my corner of the station, and my autopilot just went, "Now we're gonna ram hammer."
Come on. Oh, this is killing me. I am seriously considering just taking control and, you know what, sod it.
And that's the reason why I'll never get a autopiloted car, actually.
Got your headlights on, boss.
Yep.
Rival, I hate to say this, but you know the Phoenix Voidwalker is 180,000 light seconds out from the star, right?
You're joking me.
I am not.
Well, it's not like we were going to finish this thing before the end of the stream anyway. Ah.
Is both of these systems that full?
Apparently so.
It's a nice, easy community goal.
Yeah. Absolutely.
But no one's playing it. How is it this full?
Because people did. I mean, if you look, it was like 32 million tons of stuff has already been dropped off. But like Anto said, they've done what they want to do, so that's it. They're calling it now. Which is why we can... Well, basically, get in 179,000 light seconds. Well, if nothing else, we're going to shift. At least the star isn't too bad. I'm already up 2C. And accelerating fast. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13.
The problem is, though, it's just more time for Mick to get interdicted.
Yes, but
There's no
only
one
on the
out
slowdown.
here.
Only on the slowdown. Right? While he's accelerating, no one's going to interdict him. Because he's constantly accelerating. Think of it like in The Expanse. No one's going to shoot at something when it's accelerating away from them.
No.
But when they slow down, they spin around, they fire up the thrusters, and they're slowing down. Then they'll shoot at them. Wow. Oh well. 37C, 38, 39.
250C.
Really?
Yes. Yeah, and the timer says I still got like 10 minutes to get there.
Are you slowing down yet?
Nope. Nowhere near close.
It might be quicker just to jump the carrier again.
It might be. All right, let's take a look at other other systems. Don't want to be.
Hebo?
Huh?
Might have Hebo
Hebo, right?
as the system.
Let me jump
Well,
across.
I had the system plan that's like on the board, but now I don't for some reason.
All right, we'll take a look at. Okay, Hebo. Okay, got it. Yeah. Let's take a look in the system. What? No, this one's full of carriers as well. Loads of carriers.
All right, let's look for something about 50 light years out.
No, we're good. Hebo 5A. 2,000 light seconds.
That beats 200,000.
By a factor of 10.
All right, I'll go for 5C. So Hebo 5C. I think no one's docked around that. It's a smaller gravity body as well, so.
Want to run that math again, Red?
Yes, but not now.
All right, it's jumping in 15 minutes.
I might get there in 15 minutes.
Well, you should, because I'm only 15 minutes away now. And I'm accelerating still, so...
575. See.
Really?
Yeah.
It's whether or not we get
Just
there
hit
with 5 minutes left.
I'm just gonna do different runs and from my nearby system while I wait.
Okay, buddy.
Says the smartest one among us.
Hey, I was the first one to actually get here.
You're not there.
Okay. 670C.
So where were you going, Anto?
STF
Same to you.
1774.
Okay, and that's got liquid oxygen, has it?
Yep.
Hill Hub?
Hill Hub or Viscano Sea. All this, everything in here has liquid oxygen, but
Cool.
those two are right next to the star.
No, they're 41,000 light seconds out.
It's a bug.
Are you actually sure?
Yeah,
Is
because
it?
I'm here.
Okay.
Frame shift drop.
800.
Bye. You win, Mighty Dragon. You win the race.
3, 2, 1.
You're jumping the carrier already?
No. I'm jumping to STF 1774. The carrier would still jump in like 10 minutes. I say we yeet Mighty Dragon. Laser Dragon. I understand what you're saying, but
No.
No.
I tried.
Absolutely not.
I tried to. Yeet. She's trying to yeet you, man. She's trying to yeet you.
I know what she's trying to do. She's trying to get me riled up.
Is it working?
Yes.
Anto is encouraging.
Mm-hmm. It's Anto. Of course he is. Anto see as a way to encourage someone. Anto does it. He's a very encouraging person.
He is.
Okay, now I'm
Mischief.
slowing down.
Really. So am I. Come on.
How much longer does the carrier got to, go before it jumps?
I have no idea because I'm coming into a station. As soon as I've got to the station, I will check for you, buddy. You should have like 7 or 8 minutes.
Well, I'm here and it's denying me permission to dock.
Then it's less than 5.
It says I do not meet. I got 10 minutes left, and it says that I do not meet the required permissions.
Are you within 7.5 kilometers?
5.15
Try again.
denied.
Make your way to landing pad 02. Automated approach authorized. All clear, Commander.
We acknowledge you as part of this council, but we do not confer upon you the rank of master.
Oh, that's an easy way for me to go to the dark side. Right
Okay.
there.
Jumping in 9 minutes, so yeah. I don't know what to say, buddy.
I am salty.
Right, you'll just have to come here instead.
Where is here again?
Hill Hub in STF 1774 or something like that. It's just north of the system the carrier is currently in. They don't want you to pay you, Mighty. They thing is, he's paying them. If you fall to the dark side for that, you're as bad as a Jedi Council. Oh! Oh, the
What was
burn! I'm Alion, just saying. If you fall to the dark side for that, you're as bad as Jedi Council. I'm just merely reading what's on the screen. It's not my. But you can join us. We got cookies. Oh, for God's sake, land. Thanks.
That's right, I did make some last night. Thanks for the reminder.
Cookies?
I will want cookies.
You got cookie dough.
I do, don't I?
You do.
Cargo hold at maximum capacity.
All right, I'm going back to McDonald's.
I'm going to get set up.
Go for it, Red.
I'm still waiting in queue to
Really?
get out.
You're still waiting in queue to get out.
I think
In a
McDee's coming in.
I guess I'll wait for the carrier to actually jump before I try to dock with it again.
But why? Corsair Slayer. I like cookies. Everyone likes cookies.
Oreos? With milk?
They're biscuits, not cookies.
Ship released. Regulate your
Let's not have that argument on stream.
Yes, let's do it.
Of course, they are doing the community challenge.
Yes.
Hull integrity compromised.
Someone just banged into me and did 12% damage.
I did not do that. I was not even in a position to do so.
When he's an adult.
Community challenge. We're doing the Colonia Bridge community thing where we deliver coffee and liquid oxygen. Yes, we're making iced coffees. And that's basically what we're doing. But we've incorporated the Phoenix Voidwalker, the squadron carrier, and just loaded that with stuff. Unfortunately, it is parked so freaking far away in the system it was in. Just like, get it. Who stopped outside?
I think that's an AI.
Hill Hub or the other station, McDonald?
Seriously, another one? Why weren't you blaming that guy for parking in the doorway?
Because he is the door.
Well, he's a Type 9, so yeah, it's not far off it.
I didn't tip him yet.
Frameshift drive charging.
Anyway.
You okay,
Mighty
Rival?
plays, if Mighty plays nice, I might consider making up some homemade cookies. Chocolate chip cookies specifically. That's Laser Dragon. That's love.
Wait, what?
Apparently, if you play nice, she might consider making you homemade cookies. Chocolate chip homemade cookies.
And by playing nice, she means painting your ship pink.
Yeah. And changing its name.
Okay, I went from playing nice, meaning as in be nice, to humiliate myself.
For cookies.
Not entirely sure what the problem is here.
So cookies sound nice.
Do it.
Laser Dragon, well done. Well played. She did the do it. She used her channel points to say do it.
You have got to be kidding me.
No, she did. She used her channel points.
You've got 2 weeks to decide.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Corsair, Slayer, thank you very much for the follow. We will be next week actually going through my entire ship inventory. We're going to use Coriolis. I'm going to put all the Coriolis builds in there and then show you how they're all built. People have been asking for ideas for ship builds and things like that, and I have many.
Who's parked outside the station trying to get in?
Well, it's not me.
Which station?
You have to be a bit more specific.
Hill Hub.
Is it a Type
Not me.
9?
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
a type of
that's-
Is it the same Type 9 as mine that refused to move for me?
probably.
I'm kind of surprised that it hasn't been blasted yet. This is so shocking, I took a screenshot. If it's still there on my way out, I'm taking another screenshot.
You do that.
It wasn't there on on my way in
It's,
or my way out, but it was there on Rival's way out.
Oh, yes, it was definitely there. Oh, sod
And it's still
off.
there on my way in.
No. Suffice. Get lost. You're not having this cargo.
I have no idea how my auto dock is going to get this cutter in there with that Type 9 bouncing around in the gate.
Well, apparently it only does about 12% damage when it hits you.
Yeah, but it's further in now. It's inside the cage.
Jeez. Good luck with that.
It's made progress.
Bonk.
Oh, God, I love this stream. This stream has been brilliant. However, we have to bring it to an end.
Because there's football to watch.
Because there's a Super Bowl to watch, and it actually starts in 25 minutes in the UK. So, much as I would like to continue playing this because I'm having an absolute freaking blast,
I am not willing to paint my ship pink easily.
Laser Dragon Mighty is now demanding cookies in real life, but I haven't seen evidence of him playing nice yet. Rival, do you think he deserved cookies?
No.
Well, my brain says no, but my heart says yes. Because he has been very entertaining for the viewers.
You're welcome.
Yes, he does deserve cookies.
Access granted. Clear
Unsung.
landing pad.
Our team isn't in it either.
Preparing for precision approach. ESA docking computer has been...
Who isn't it?
Bengals and Rams.
We know. Weird.
Mm-hmm. But, you know, this is the whole point of the whole parody era of the game, where salary caps and things like that mean that you get more strange results for the Super Bowl. It's whoever can cohesively plays best overall. So, you know, Carrier is now in the new system, guys.
That's good to hear.
How far out will it be, though?
About 2,000 lights a second. I chose the
That
planet
was
it's parked around.
Converted from a Type 9 to a Dolphin, but it's still stuck there.
Really?
No joke.
Well, I'm just trying to get in this freaking station. And
Which one?
This McDonald place thing. And my ship just decided to park itself in the mail slot. Oh, it's moving again.
And, you know, just for the record, my sister decides that I should paint my ship pink immediately after I already bought the paint job for my current blue paint job that actually looks good.
Landing gear deployed.
Your sister has taste. What can I say?
Really? My sister has taste.
Well, that's what I'm saying, and I'm sticking with it. All right, so I'm just dropping off this load of liquid oxygen for another nice chunk of cash.
Incoming message.
And apparently I've just been made even more popular with them. Yes, I now have a reputation change. I'm an ally of their particular group, so that's cool. Pink is real man with pink, mighty, according to Laser Dragon. And Corsair Slayer, pink is the manliest colour, don't you know?
It used to be.
It did used to be. My father used to wear salmon pink shirts all the time. All the time.
But he didn't suit.
He did not suit salmon pink, but that did not stop him.
Not much does.
Really? Really not. Okay, guys, that's where I'm going to call it for today. Super Bowl needs to be watched. I would like to say thank you to Hammer, to Mighty Dragon, to the Anto, to Kingpin Mick, to Red Moogle, to all of you for joining us and making us the third most watched ED stream on Twitch. Thank you very much. We do pretty well. We keep cracking the top 3 on these streams. It's really nice. So thank you, everybody. We will be back next week.
Oh, yeah.
Miss Fun, thank you very much for the follow. Next week, we will be doing... I'll be going through all my ships. I'll be using Coriolis so you can see how they build and everything. If you have...
Oh, yeah.
Tuk-Tuk42, thank you very much for the follow as well. If you'd like to join in, submit, go down into the description or into the chat. You will find a link to my Discord. There's an ED channel there that you can submit your ship to. I'll quite happily take a look, give you my opinion on it, and then you can give me your opinion on mine in the chat and go, Rival, what were you thinking? And I'll probably say I was not thinking at the time, or I got overwhelmed by all the new stuff I had. Smiley face from Miss Fun, thank you. Back on Tuesday on Component Cast, Shirley and Mikey, who normally plays ED with us, he's in our D&D group as well, and yeah, he's got a bit of a problem. End of the last episode, his character might be dead. We're really hoping not. It all depends on whether the DMs feels nice. Back on Wednesday.
Approach.
Yeah, please, Roach. Back on Wednesday with Battlestar Galactica Deadlock. You'll be with us on that, won't you? Okay. Friday is Dying Light 2. I will not play Dying Light 2 all week.
That's
Nope.
a lie.
No, I'm not. Saturday is MechWarrior Online. My second ever day of playing MechWarrior Online. I'm getting my freaking Highlander.
Nice.
And on Sunday, back with Elite Dangerous, as you know. But until next time, thank you very much for joining us, guys. I really do appreciate it. There's a hand on my shoulder. That's Red Moogle. You lot take care of yourselves. We'll see you there. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Next
Bye.
time.
Later.
Bye.